What's up, YouTube? Psychedelic meathead, Big Ben. Heading to the gym to go train some shoulders today. Been a bit shit with uploading videos again this week due to just life being busy. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It is what it is. And once things are all moving in the right direction, I'll be uploading every single day. So you just got to persevere right now. I just checked my subscribers. I'm up to 182, which isn't bad. So can't complain with that. So thanks guys for tuning in and listening to what I say. So I'm about 3 weeks back onto a ketogenic diet, I'd say. I'm down now to about, with different scales, different weight. So I was over 100 kilos, now I'm down to maybe about, let's say 98 kilos, which is cool. I'm happy with that. I'm interested to see what my body is going to look like if I can get to 90 kilos. But I have not been that low for such a long time. So it's all exciting stuff. Working most days and also fitting in training as well, like 10-hour night shifts plus gym plus half an hour cardio. I'm going to try start upping the cardio, I said the fucking word right, soon, maybe half an hour to 40 minutes, because on a ketogenic diet it's very good to do slow pace cardio, like incline walking, which is, it gets a little bit boring sometimes, but it is what it is. If you want them gains, you've got to put the work in. Okay, so today's workout is going to be straight up shoulders, and I'm going to throw in some triceps as well. I'm going to be doing some standing overhead pressing. I really like this movement for building the shoulders, and I'm going to destroy some lateral raises. I've got my tripod with me today. It is like 2 AM, so I'm hoping the gym isn't going to be very, very busy. Yeah, that's about it really. What else has been happening? That's it, to be honest with you. I'm going to make another video maybe on Saturday, just filling you guys in what's going on with the other project. If you guys have been watching my other videos, you might not know, or you might know that I'm actually working towards building a retreat in South America, in Peru. So probably in 6 months, well, not in 6 months, in a year when I'm over there, I'm probably going to lose all of my gains anyway, but it's for the greater cause. Do something for other people. So thinking about doing things for other people is, it's one thing you can do is obviously give money to people who are in need, okay? But another thing you can do, Jesus, Lord's scared the shit out of me. Another thing you can do is what I'm doing, and it's like literally leaving everything. I'm leaving this whole fucking place behind me, and I'm going to start life more or less in the jungle. I've got someone I'm working with for this. Everything's moving forward in the right direction. So it's going to be interesting to see this whole journey unfold and see what happens. And the plan is to make a retreat in the Amazon rainforest, kind of. Well, yeah, it will be in a jungle. So it's exciting stuff. Nervous, of course. Like, I've got no fucking idea what I'm doing, but you got to do something with your life. You know, you can work in a company and build someone else's dream, or you can build your own dream. And I would rather risk it and build my own dream. And if I fail, at least I failed and I learned something. And you actually even fail in life, because failure is always a lesson. Anyway, I'm trying to keep like videos separate, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to keep training videos to be training and other videos to be other videos, but some way things all just lead into one. So I'm gonna shut up and get myself in the gym. So I'll see you guys in there. Let's kill some shoulders. Okay, it's that time. It's voiceover time. So we're gonna jump straight into this shoulder workout. What am I doing, may you ask? Okay, so I'm doing standing push presses, and warming up here. I've got some good old bumper plates. I don't know how much they weigh. Them ones are 10 kilos. These ones are now 15 kilos. So now we're up to 50 kilograms, okay? So for training shoulders, I thought I would change it up from always doing like seated shoulder pressing, to now throwing some more compound movements. Now, as you can see, when I'm pushing the bar up, I'm driving my head through and knocking my arms out at the top. This is the correct way how to do a standing shoulder press. I see a lot of guys pushing the bar out in front of them, what causes a lot of pain and discomfort to your lower back.
So when people say certain exercises cause them pain, it's because they're most of the time are doing them wrong. And especially being in this gym, there's a lot more people here. I'm seeing so many people doing so many things that are just, they baffle me sometimes. They really, really baffle me. So I'm going to try and make these videos a little bit more informative, because I realise that a lot of people are newbies and have to stress the importance of correct form. Now I'm up to about 70 kilos, straight up, and we'll go again. Now I'm using my legs from the push pressing. Now when you bring in some leg drive, you're able to handle more weight. So it's not really classed as cheating. When you go heavier, this is what you're going to have to do to drive up and fight with the weight all the way up. Boom. I'm only using one wrist strap because I thought I lost the other one, but I actually didn't. It was in the bag. Oh, what happened there? So we cut to a different angle. Again, drive all the way up. The explosiveness, pulling the bar. And I'll go again to drive back up. Boom, fight. That one wasn't as fast, but I'm getting a little bit more fatigued. As you can see, that nice stretch. I think I'm going to go and do a drop set now. I've got my headphones in. I'm listening to Spice Girls. I'm not really. I'm actually listening to Terence McKenna. Now, if any of you guys know who he is, that's awesome. If you don't know who Terence McKenna is, he's a great psychedelic philosopher. And as you know, my love for psychedelics, psychedelic plants, and meditation, hence my name, Psychedelic Meathead, which is kind of cool. Not many people were meatheads and take psychedelics, apart from me. So now I'm starting off with some behind my neck pressing, again standing. I've taken my jumper off, and now I'm in a t-shirt, and you can see my pectorals busting through. Again as well, like correct form on this movement. You don't want to be going too heavy. Now we're going to 50 kilos, driving it, making sure everything moves in a nice straight line. Now I'm not going too heavy where I'm struggling myself, but I'm not going too light, so I'm still putting pressure on the muscles. Now people say doing behind your neck pressing can be kind of dangerous. Them people are pussies. You know, just some people who say deadlifting is bad for your back. No, if you deadlift wrong, it's bad for your back. You know, if you squat wrong, it's obviously bad for your legs. If you squat with perfect form, it isn't bad for you. You know, like anything you do, you have to learn how to do it correct. Now I've gone on to 60 kilos. Now I'm getting very, very fatigued, but it still goes up. Using leg drive again, bracing myself, so when the bar comes back down, I'm going to squat in a little bit to take it off when it smashes back into my into the upper portion of my spine. No pain, no gain, as they say. And again, up, drive. And go for one more for good luck. Oh, whoa. What happened there? Okay, now I'm doing some clean presses. Not into a front squat because it wasn't leg day, but working on some explosive speed. I really, really enjoyed this movement. After you've done it for a while, you can get really, really quick with your wrists. So your wrists have to really like get under the bar. I can do it properly into the front squat, but I like to be warmed up properly for that. And today it wasn't really to focus on my quads; it was to focus on my shoulders. And as you pull in the bar, it's pulling your trap, so it's kind of like a shrug. And then you pull, and then put your wrists under the bar, bring your elbows forward, as you can see, and then drive all the way through, a nice squeeze. And that's it for my pressing movements. Now I moved on to some front raises, as you can see. I'm doing them like this with the dumbbell pointing up and my thumbs pointing up because it puts more pressure onto the front deltoid. If you do them the normal way, I don't know what that guy's doing with that bicycle curl, the swing. If you do it the normal way, it puts more pressure on your side delt. So, most important thing is if you're training your front delts is to isolate your front delts. And I don't go heavy. That's one thing with my delts is I really just don't go heavy. I really don't see any point on going ridiculously heavy. You know, you start to lose form, and you start swinging too much. Squeeze. Okay, I'm then going to grab a plate, not a dinner plate. That would be kind of nice. And then I'm going to do loads of reps. I think that's either 15 or 10 kilos. And squeeze for the contraction. Really start to burn. There's a few sets in of doing this. Boom, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And some more. Now, I don't mind this gym when it's this late, or early, like 2 o'clock in the morning, because no one's here. Oh, here we go. Now I'm getting naked. My shoulders. Jesus. That's why they call me Big Ben. So now I'm going to be doing, again, the front deltoids. From a different angle. As you can see, the thumb is pointing upwards, the dumbbell is pointing up. Squeezing all the way through. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So how are you guys getting on? Some of you guys watching my video who train. How is gym going for you guys? If you've got any questions about anything, I'll try my best to answer. I'm nowhere near like a professional level, but I've got quite a lot of years of experience behind me. I'm doing the ketogenic diet. So my plan for the ketogenic diet is to be strict as possible for possibly about 3 weeks, and then having one day where I just eat whatever I want. So kind of go carb crazy and see how my body reacts. And if it reacts good, then I'll carry on doing that. If I don't like the way it reacts, then I won't. Because every single human body reacts differently to different things. So here we've got 15 kilos. I'm getting kind of tired. But from the 15 I do drop down to 10. I don't know if I have that on camera. You guys might think I'm lying, but I'm not. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It doesn't have to be overly complicated to train. Nothing too fancy, just simple movements. Simple movements build the best bodies. You know, you see these guys are doing like 7 different exercises to work one muscle, and they look terrible. Just keep things basic. Like to build shoulders, standing pressing is one of the best things to do. You know, and obviously your raises are very, very good. Don't neglect them. Now we're hitting some side lateral raises. I really enjoy this movement. Unfortunately, my camera was starting to run out of battery again. Such a good camera, but the battery life just sucks. So even I obviously had to cut out a lot of the rest of the workout. Does it even make sense? So after this, I've got a few more exercises I did, but I did a lot more like side laterals. I did rear deltoids, but I haven't got them on camera. All in all, it was a really good workout. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. They got a really good side lateral machine, which I kind of really enjoy. Because the other gym I go to, they don't have anything like this. They have really basic equipment. So we've got a couple of 24-hour gyms where I live, which is in Luton, which is just about 25 minutes to half an hour drive from London. So it's near the capital, but not in the capital. Too many people. But soon I'll be moving to the jungle, and there'll be no people. Which is going to be interesting. I'm really interested to see my transformation, because I'm going to go from being like a meathead, you know, who eats a lot, who trains a lot, to then being in the jungle. And my main goal is to help people over there. I am going to make a separate video, I keep saying that, of explaining the whole reasoning for going over and starting life almost in the jungle, in like a village in the jungle. We've just brought some land, so things are moving forward on that very, very nicely. So it is going to be interesting to see like evolution as a human. Like most important thing in life is to evolve as a person, like mentally, physically, and the most importantly is spiritually. And I really think spiritually, I'm really evolving a lot. So this movement here, I would say put my legs back a bit more further, put more pressure, but this is very, very good for triceps. Very good. Try it. You get such a great pump. One of Arnold's favourites and also one of Lee Priest's favourites. Alright, I'm going to finish this. Like, subscribe, and everything else. Peace out, guys.
So gym complete, it's time to get home, eat some food, then get to sleep. It is kind of a bit shitty working nights because there's not many people to talk to. Gets a little bit lonely, you know, talking to the voices in your head and realising that you're actually fucking crazy. But it is what it is. I do it for a reason. So I ain't gonna stand there and complain. I'm gonna get home and eat. That's the plan. So tomorrow I'm gonna be training legs. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna film, simply because, as you just saw, the gym's empty at 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'm gonna be training. Oh god, I'm so lost with the times of day. About 6 o'clock in the morning, and it gets kind of a bit more busier. But it will be Saturday morning. We're doing legs. So possibly it might not be busy because many people are hungover and many people have the weekend to cheat and not train. But people's choices is up to them. Okie dokie, so I'm gonna vlog out. Not really much more to say, to be honest with you. I'm extremely tired. I've got some more vlogs coming up soon. I have one more episode, what should I say? Trip to come soon. I just need to edit the last few clips I have, and the plan is supposed to be going to Poland in a week, but it might happen, it might not happen for personal reasons, but hopefully it does. Still a good chance it will happen, so I'll be vlogging over there in Warsaw. That'll be kind of interesting. But anyway guys, take it easy if you like. If you want to subscribe, do your thing, take it easy, and have an awesome day, night, whatever it is, whenever this video comes out.